Hello everybody, welcome back to Pallegney on Farming Simulator 25. And let's start making money. We have a pallet of cheese and 1000 liters of milk to sell at Coxie Express. And we're also going to sell the goat's milk and some bales of silage that were left in the grass field. So let's make some money to start this episode. And this is our first sale. Let's sell the cheese. And we got $3,531. And now the milk. And we got $2,224. So now let's sell the goat's milk. And we will also bring some water to the goats. And here we are at the Co-op dairy, and we got $1,860 from the goat's milk. And now let's bring some water to the goats, and we also will sell the silage bales. So let's do it. I've watered the goats and fed the cows and chickens, so our animals are fine. So the goats have meadow grass, the cows have hay, and the chickens have wheat. So we can get on with our other work. So let's sell those silage bales. We started the day with 51,000 in the bank, and now we have almost 60. We are starting to make a lot of money, mainly from dairy farming, and our animals are breeding, and I think it's time to start making corn silage and buying a mixer. This will increase the milk production of the cows by 20%. It doesn't seem like much when the production is low, but now that the production is increasing, 20% can bring us several $1,000 more each month. So I think our next steps will be to buy the combine first because we sold the other one. Since our focus is not on grain production, it can be an old and cheap combine. And this year we will not plant corn, but next year we will buy a planter and a forage harvester. And we will also need a mixer. And I don't think we will have any problems with the money. I think it's perfectly possible for us to be able to afford all the equipment we need. We are making more and more money, and I think we're past the hardest part of the game. And here we are at the animal dealer, so let's sell those bales. And we got $6,560, and it brings us to $65,560. So we are making a lot of money. And now let's head back to our farm. And I think we have a field to cultivate. So let's do it. Yes, we need to cultivate this field before drilling oats on the next month. So I'll park the trailer here, I will attach the cultivator, and let's get this field cultivated. And now this field is ready to be drilled next month. I think we have done all we can today. So I will just check that there are no more dairy products and we can rest until tomorrow. Oh, and we have one more pallet of buttermilk. So let's check the price. So where is goat milk? No milk, buttermilk. Yes, we need to sell it today because the price is going down, so let's sell this pallet. And the best price is at the bakery, which is just next to the Coxie Express. So let's sell it, and we got $1,129. So we're finishing the day with $66,000 $1,674. And now we can move on to next month. And now it's March, and we can drill our last field. Just check here on the calendar. So this is the month to drill oats. So let's attach the seed drill and get this field drilled. So our last field is drilled with oats. I just want to check if it needs fertilizer. So let's take a look at the menu. And this field has not received any fertilizer application. So let's spread fertilizer urgently because we need to do 2 applications. And the field also needs to be rolled. So let's do that. Let's first spread fertilizer and then we will roll it. So let's do it. So the oat field is drilled, has had one application of fertilizer and is rolled. We won't have to worry about weeds because this field has been plowed. But after the oats germinate, we will need to make another application of fertilizer. So we can finish for today. We'll just park the roller here. And we are done. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks so much for watching and see you next video. Bye.